welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. We're bringing you a great matchup today between the Shawnee Mission West Vikings and the Blue Valley North Mustangs. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors first from West.
My name is Austin. I'm a sophomore, and my spirit animal is a raccoon.
My name is Detchen. I'm a senior, and my spirit animal is a fruit bat.
My name is Hannah. I'm a senior, and my spirit animal is the ocelot.
I'm Jenny. I'm a senior, and my spirit animal is a sea turtle.
I'm Lexi. I'm a sophomore. My spirit animal is a dolphin.
And our competitors from North.
Hi, I'm Emmeline, and I'm a senior.
I'm James, and I'm a junior.
I'm Michael, and I'm a junior.
I'm Ganesh, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Austin, and I'm a junior.
And I always have to do this whenever there's a question posed, or I would say my spirit animal is the two-clawed tree sloth. So that's why I was moving a little bit slower today. All right, as we start off in categories here in round one, a question is asked of a team, and if they answer the question correctly, they earn a point. If they answer incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. We will take turns, and we determine who goes first with a coin toss before we started taping. It was won by the Mustangs. So Blue Valley North, here is the first question, and the category is science. Would an impairment of the auditory nerves affect the facial muscles, muscles controlling lens shape, muscles controlling pupils, or sense of balance? Michael.
Sense of balance.
Sense of balance is correct. Over to you, West. Mathematics is the question. Are the diagonals of a parallelogram equal always, sometimes, or never? Hannah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Very good. Back over to you, North, with Greek history. The marathon race had its origin in ancient Greece when a messenger ran 26 miles to deliver important news. He started in Marathon. What city was his destination? Ganesh?
Athens.
It is Athens. Back over to you, Vikings. Language is the category. From the Middle English for spoils, which P word means to steal a small amount or item? Hannah.
Pilfer.
Pilfer. Very good. North, literature is the category. It's a fairly long question, so please pay attention. When King Claudius realized that Hamlet was mentally distracted, he sent two of Hamlet's former schoolboy friends in order to determine the cause of Hamlet's melancholy. Give me the names of these two simpletons. Emmeline.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Those are the two. World geography, Vikings. In this question, you must identify one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. This great double ring of stones stands in what is now Wiltshire, England. Austin.
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge. All right, so far, everybody's gotten the questions right. Good stuff. Back to you, North, with Boy Scouts as the category. To earn the Auto Mechanics Scouting Badge, you must know how to change which two filters? Austin.
Oil.
Air and oil. Very good. Back to you, Vikings, with sports. Name the swimming event which requires the use of 4 different strokes, including the breaststroke, backstroke, butterfly, and freestyle. Jenny.
I am,
or any type of medley. Very good. I had to interpret I am to medley. I got you. Mustangs, back to you. Current events. Actor Philip Seymour Hoffman won an Academy Award for what role in a biographical movie about a famous writer? James.
Mark Twain.
It is not Mark Twain. Vikings, chance to steal this current events question. Actor Philip Seymour Hoffman won an Academy Award for what role in a famous biographical movie about a famous writer? Truman Capote. Truman Capote. Vikings, we are back to you with music. According to song, which train leaves from track 29 at Pennsylvania Station about 3:45? Austin?
City of New Orleans.
It is not the city of New Orleans. Mustangs, back to you with a chance to steal this music category. According to song, which train leaves from track 29 at Pennsylvania Station about 3:45? Ganesh.
A steam engine?
It's not a steam engine. We're looking for the Chattanooga Choo-Choo. Back to you, Mustangs. Inventors is the category. It's a fairly long question. His 50 U.S. patents include the first automatic sprinkler system, but his 2001 induction into the National Inventors Hall of Fame was due to his 1872 invention of the lubricating cap that revolutionized steam engines. Here's an important part. He was the African-American inventor, also known proverbially as the real thing. Michael?
George Washington Carver.
It is not George Washington Carver. Vikings, your chance to steal. Austin, I know you're excited about it. The category is inventors. His 50 U.S. patents include the first automatic sprinkler system, but his 2001 induction into the National Inventors Hall of Fame was due to his 1872 invention. Austin.
Henry Monroe.
It is not Henry Monroe. It's Elijah McCoy, hence the real McCoy. Vikings, it is your turn again. World history is the category. Napoleon burned Moscow in the same year the United States began what war against Great Britain? Austin.
The War of 1812.
War of 1812. Blue Valley North, general knowledge is your category. Pirates wore these because they believed that these certain objects improved their vision. What are these objects? James?
Eye patches.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Vikings, general knowledge is the category, chance to steal. Pirates wore these because they believed that they improved their vision. What are these objects? Hannah?
Feathers.
They're not feathers. They're earrings. Earrings. Pirate logic. Chemistry is the next category, and we're going back to you, Vikings. Chemistry. Identified the chemical element 99, named for a famous physicist. Detchen?
Einsteinium.
Einsteinium. Very good. Mustangs. Sports is the category. After what 2 games do teams in a 7-game World Series switch stadiums? Michael.
The NBA Finals.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Vikings, chance to steal this sports category. After what 2 games do teams in a 7-game World Series switch stadiums? Austin.
NBA playoffs.
Sorry, I think you guys misread the question there. It's after the 2nd game and the 5th game in a World Series that they switch stadiums. Vikings, we are going back to you with Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom. The elephant is the largest land animal. What is the fastest land animal? Austin.
The cheetah.
It is the cheetah. Back to you, Mustangs, with geography, populations. Where did fluvial civilizations develop? Fluvial. Ganesh.
Near rivers?
Near rivers, that's exactly what we're looking for. Back to you, Vikings, with art. In which art form are pieces of colored glass held and designed by pieces of lead? Hannah?
Stained glass.
It is stained glass. Sometimes the obvious answer is the way to go. Mustangs, religion is your category. Which saint, whose feast day is celebrated on October 4th, did Giotto portray as preaching to the birds? Ganesh?
Francis of Assisi.
That's exactly right. Nice job. U.S. history, Vikings. In 1856, U.S. Secretary of War Jefferson Davis imported an unlikely animal to be used as a beast of burden at Camp Verde in Texas. He sent 32 of them. What were they? Oh, Detchen.
Elephants.
They are not elephants. Mustangs, chance to steal this U.S. history category. In 1856, U.S. Secretary of War Jefferson Davis imported an unlikely animal to be used as a beast of burden at Camp Verde in Texas. He sent 32 of them. What were they? Austin.
Camels.
They were camels. Back to you, Blue Valley North, with another geography question. What are the 5 U.S. states that touch the Pacific Ocean? Michael.
Washington, Oregon, California, Alaska, and Hawaii.
Those are the 5. Nice job. West, back to you with movies as the category. Name the furry pet that was given as a gift at the start of the 1989 movie Gremlins. Hannah?
Cat.
I cannot accept cat. Mustangs, chance to steal this movie's category. Name the furry pet that was given as a gift at the start of a 1989 movie, Gremlins. Ganesh?
Hamster.
It is not a hamster. It was actually a mogwai named Gizmo. Gizmo. Your parents would know that answer. Literature is the category for you, Mustangs. Thomas Malory was the English courtly poet who shaped our memory of the tale of Arthur. What 19th century poet in what work reconstructed the tale of Arthur? James?
Geoffrey Chaucer and Le Morte d'Arthur.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Vikings, chance to steal this literature question. Thomas Malory was the English poet who shaped our memory of the tale of Arthur. What 19th century poet in what work reconstructed the tale of Arthur? We're looking for Tennyson in The Idylls of the King. Idylls of the King. Vikings, we are going back to you with current events. After the UN harshly criticized this country's treatment of journalists, one of 20 journalists being detained from Al Jazeera News Network was released. Name that country. Hannah?
Syria.
It is not Syria. Mustangs, chance to steal this current events category. After the UN harshly criticized this country's treatment of journalists, one of the 20 journalists being detained from Al Jazeera News Network was released. Name the country. Ganesh?
Egypt.
It is Egypt. And with that, Siren, that does denote the end of our first half. And Blue Valley, with that correct answer, has taken a slight lead of a score of 9 to Shawnee Mission West 8. At this time of our program, we're going to go to a student from each team for a campus update. And first from West, we have Austin. Austin, what's happening with the Vikings?
Well, we're just wrapping up our production of the winter musical, The Wizard of Oz, which went well. The Heart of the West week was recently canceled due to all the snow, and we recently enjoyed our WPA, or Women's Pay All dance.
Fantastic. And what is the week that was, obviously the week with the snow, but was there big events and assemblies and things coordinating with that?
Yes, there was a large spirit week.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry that happened. You guys at least got Monday in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And over to North, it looks like, James, you're giving us the campus update with the Mustangs.
Yeah, so our swim team just won EKL by a very wide margin. And we had over 20 state musicians make the all-state bands in band, orchestra, and choir. And our North basketball team, boys basketball team, just pulled a big upset against the Northwest basketball team. So they're doing well this year.
Oh, fantastic. Good stuff happening at both schools. As we head into the second round here, it is the lightning round. We're going to start off with our look and listen question. Look and listen question, we will have a monitor here in the studio for the contestants here, and also, of course, with accompanying audio. And the look and listen question, may I remind you students, is worth 2 points. And once someone rings in, we cannot stop and rewind. We have to continue the question from that point. So here we go. Here's our look and listen question. Both teams, hands on the buzzers. This presidential estate has been a tourist attraction ever since its owner proclaimed, and this is a quote, "I have no objection to any sober or orderly persons gratifying their curiosity." And he said this in 1796. James.
Monticello?
I'm sorry, it is not Monticello. Wes, your chance to steal this look and listen question. Hannah?
Mount Vernon.
It is Mount Vernon, correct. And with that, you have taken a slight lead of now 10-9. The remainder of the lightning round, a question will be placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team responds correctly, they earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal that category. So here we go. Both teams. Economics is the category. What down-to-earth phrase expresses the choice between spending for defense or domestic needs? James.
Guns versus butter.
Guns versus butter or guns or butter. Very good. Math is the next category. What are the 3 consecutive integers that add up to 24? James.
789.
789. World history for both teams. In the 12th century, the great military leader took the title and became, in effect, the ruler of Japan. What was this title? Austin.
The shogunate.
Yes, that is correct. Theater for both teams. War is bad, as are some men, but some decent people can prevail. This message of what play by Thornton Wilder? The skin of our teeth. The skin of our teeth. Science is the next category for both teams. A circuit has a 12-volt source and 2 resistors measuring 4 ohms and 8 ohms. If the resistors are connected in a series with the source, then what will be the current? Hannah?
3.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Mustangs, chance to steal this science category. A circuit has a 12-volt source and 2 resistors measuring 4 ohms and 8 ohms. If the resistors are connected in series with the source, then what will be the current? Michael?
1.
1 is correct. Space is the next category. Spacecraft in orbit are commonplace today. But in what year was the first artificial satellite launched into space? Austin?
1956.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Mustangs, chance to steal. Spacecraft in orbit today are commonplace. But in what year was the first artificial satellite launched into space? Ganesh?
1959.
I'm sorry, it's 1957. 1957. World geography for both teams. Part of the northern border of Iran is formed by what sea? Austin?
The Black Sea.
I'm sorry, it is not the Black Sea. North, chance to steal this world geography category. Part of the northern border of Iran is formed by what sea? Ganesh?
Caspian.
Caspian Sea, very good. Labor history is the next category for both teams. In 1890, the Pennsylvania coal miners formed a union called what? Michael?
The Pullman strike.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Vikings, chance to steal this labor history category. In 1890, the Pennsylvania coal miners formed a union called what? Hannah?
Coal Miners United.
You're close. It's the United Mine Workers. United Mine Workers. World history for both teams. What historical event introduced leprosy, scurvy, and influenza to Europe? Hannah?
The Columbian Exchange.
I cannot accept the Columbian Exchange. Mustangs, chance to steal this world history category. What historical event introduced leprosy, scurvy, and influenza into Europe? Ganesh?
Columbus's voyage to the New World.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. It's the Crusades. The Crusades. World geography for both teams. From among these African countries, which 2 are not landlocked? Chad, Sudan, Zambia, Kenya. Hannah?
Kenya and Zambia.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Mustangs, chance to steal this world geography category. From among these African countries, which 2 are not landlocked? Chad, Sudan, Zambia, Kenya. Emmeline?
Kenya and Zambia.
I'm sorry, it's actually the Sudan and Kenya. Both teams, language definitions is your category. Identify this word beginning with the prefix pre or pre. Here's the definition. An introductory statement, preface, or introduction to a document. Hannah.
Preamble.
Preamble, very good. U.S. history. Under the Taft administration, the first national forests were established in what mountain range? Hannah.
The Appalachian.
The Appalachians, very good. Music is the category. During World War II, 4 notes of a symphony were used as a symbol of victory. Name the symphony. Emily?
Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
That is correct. Mathematics is for both teams. Find the solution set for the equation. Here you go. You ready? X to the third plus 5x squared plus 6x equals 0. Jenny.
2 and 3.
Sorry, cannot accept that. North, chance to steal this mathematics question. Find the solution set for the equation x to the third plus 5x squared plus 6x equals 0. Ganesh.
0, -2, and -3.
Those are the 3. Very good. Famous quotations for both teams. After being criticized publicly by the French Parliament in 1814, who uttered the words, "People should wash their dirty linens at home"? Austin.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
That is correct. American heroes for both teams. During World War I, Eddie Rickenbacker became America's top flying ace. Before the war, in what sport was Mr. Rickenbacker a top contender? Austin?
Soccer.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Mustangs, chance to steal this American heroes category. During World War I, Eddie Rickenbacker became America's top flying ace. Before the war, in what sport was Mr. Rickenbacker a top contender? Ganesh?
Boxing.
It is not boxing, it's auto racing. Auto racing. General knowledge for both teams. They have hips, waists, shoulders, heads, and lips. The largest one weighs over 400,000 pounds with a mouth of 272 inches wide. What are these constituents of a carillon? Austin?
Orca whales.
I cannot accept orca whales. Mustangs, chance to steal this general knowledge question. They have hips, waist, shoulders, heads, and lips. The largest one weighs over 400,000. Michael?
Whale shark.
Not whale shark. We're looking for bells. Bells. Oh. Inanimate object, sorry. Both teams, here we go. Science. What low-density metal is alloyed with aluminum to make aircraft? Hannah.
Titanium?
It is not titanium. Mustangs, chance to steal this science category. What low-density metal is alloyed with aluminum to make aircraft? Ganesh?
Chromium.
Is that chromium? It's magnesium. Magnesium. Geology for both teams. What deep-sea sedimentary rock makes up the peak of Mount Everest? Hannah?
Granite.
It is not granite. Mustangs, chance to steal this category. What deep-sea sedimentary rock makes up the peak of Mount Everest? Michael?
Basalt.
It is not basalt. It's limestone. Limestone. Vocabulary for both teams. Give me the name, or give me the canine name for those who smuggle would-be immigrants across the Rio Grande from Mexico into the United States. Ganesh?
Coyotes.
Coyotes, very good. With that correct response, you've opened up a bit of a lead here, 17-13. Greek is the next category. In Homer's Odyssey, a cruel Cyclops traps Odysseus and his men in a cave. He makes a meal of several of them before Odysseus and the remainder of his crew escape. What is the name of this? James?
Polyphemus.
Polyphemus, very good. Literature for both teams. In the Divine Comedy, who guides Dante through paradise? James?
Virgil.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Vikings, chance to steal this literature category. In the Divine Comedy, who guides Dante through paradise? Austin.
Gilligan.
It is not Gilligan. It is Beatrice. Beatrice. U.S. geography for both teams. What is the capital of Kentucky? James.
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt, very good. World history. The Treaty of Portsmouth in 1905, negotiated by Theodore Roosevelt, established peace between James?
Russia and Japan.
Russia and Japan. Those are the two countries we're looking for. Literature. Identify both the author and the title of the 1880 historical novel which features a chariot race. We're looking for Lew Wallace, who wrote Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur. That siren does denote the end of our game, however, with a final score of Blue Valley North 20, Shawnee Mission West 13. A well-played game by both sides. Please join us again here on Categories as we bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.